We're on the Get Foxy show this time with Mr. James Pham, and we are talking tea. James, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. I appreciate you stepping out of your busy schedule and spending some time with us today.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me on the show. I'm so excited to be able to connect with you and share with your audience the benefits of tea and just the world of loose leaf, premium loose leaf tea.
Now, right off the bat here, how in the world did you get into the tea business? That's not something most people get into. How did that all come about for you?
Well, over 13 years ago, I was in real estate and, I was doing really well in real estate, making a lot of money in New York. And then, the market crashed and it's like the world kind of like, everyone had to, in the real estate industry had to kind of figure out what the heck, they needed to do again. And so I just had my son for me, with EnlighTea, it was kind of like, you know, it was kind of my rebirth. It was like, what can I do to make a big difference in the world for myself, not only myself, but for my family and the world as well. And for me, I always loved tea. Being in the martial arts tradition, Gongfu martial arts tradition, I really had a very strong attraction and desire for Gongfu style tea, and also for the traditions of tea culture. I thought it was so beautiful, and there's so much there. And so, I just, wanted to make a big difference in the world. So EnlighTea was formed, and tea was the perfect, it was the perfect product for me to be able to share with the world, because it's so healthy, beneficial. There's so much, and not even just the tea itself, but the culture around it and the spiritual experience that you can gain from it. And that's what we provide in EnlighTea, especially in our Tea of the Month Club subscription.
Now, when you say Gongfu, I don't think most of my listeners are familiar with that. So are you talking martial arts or are you talking tea?
Oh, I'm sorry. Gongfu, yeah, here in America is referred to the martial arts, but Gongfu itself means a mastery through self-discipline. So, Gongfu in China is referred to as kind of like the practice of tea, which means perseverance, kind of hard work in order to achieve mastery. So, in our tea time practice that we do, we, try to achieve, more mastery, for ourselves, which means more inner peace, more love, more light, more happiness. So that's what that's our goal when we have tea time, is to find that peace and that happiness, and for us to center ourselves in our heart.
So you've got a very heart-centered business. How are you finding the teas that you bring into your business? Because I mean, premium loose leaf tea. This isn't just your celestial seasonings in a tea bag. Not that we're bagging on celestial seasonings, but this is premium stuff. So how are you sourcing this?
Yeah, so that's a great question, and premium loose leaf tea is definitely the best teas that you can have for yourself. And not just from our company, but any premium loose leaf tea is going to be much better than bag teas. Bag teas are for us like the baloney of teas, because they're like made of dust and fannings, and it's like you're gonna get the worst of the worst. Whereas premium loose leaf tea, we get it from all over the world. We have over 100 different types of teas, so we source it from all parts of the best parts of the world, bringing it to you. But it's also based on what makes us feel good and makes us happy, and that we want to share to the world. And there's a tea for everyone. Not all teas are for everyone, but there's definitely a tea, and we believe we have a tea for everyone. If you tell us who you are, what what you need in your life and what you're looking for, we can pair you up with the perfect tea.
Now that is a bold claim, James. Uh, th- I know a little bit about tea from my Chinese herbal medicine training, but it sounds like there are just several different kinds. I was thinking, okay, well, we've got green tea, we've got oolong tea. We've got pu'er tea, but it sounds like there is a lot more variety than just those three.
Well,
Correct?
there's 6 basic types of tea from one plant called the Camellia sinensis. Technically, if it's not from the Camellia sinensis, it's not really, tea. Although a lot of people use tea for like herbal teas and like fruit tea. So a lot of people use the word tea for many reasons. But technically, there's 6 types of tea. So there's, like you said, there's the oolong, there's the white tea, there's the green tea, there's the what they call yellow tea, and there's the dark tea, which is the pu'er tea. Now, from each tea type, and they're different because of their processing, how they process the teas and oxidize the tea levels. And but there's thousands and infinite amounts of variety depending on each tea type has its different varieties based on the cultivar and how they prepare it, produce it. So you're right. So there are only 6 major types of tea. So versus varieties, there's infinite number of varieties, but 6 types. So hopefully that clears it up.
You bet. So we've got 6 types and several sub varieties of those. What are the health benefits of drinking these specific varieties?
Most teas, especially the greens and the blacks or the oolongs, most teas that are part of the tea types, the 6 tea types, they all contain thionine. And L-theanine is amino acid that basically helps your body to be able to uh, become more, you become more calm, you have more clarity, more peace. And the reason why is because it allows the caffeine to slowly absorb into your system versus like coffee. Coffee caffeine is totally different. It's uh, coffee caffeine is like taking a needle and just jamming it right into your heart to get that quick jolt, right? It's like surgery. You got your leg is broken, they're going to cut off your leg in order to like fix you up. Whereas tea, it's like gradual. The caffeine slowly absorbs into your body, and then that allows more alertness throughout the day and no crash at the end. So that's why tea is more associated with calming, relaxing health benefits. And there's so many more health benefits too, and weight loss benefits as well, because just the no calorie and also the umami in green tea from the L-theanine amino acids helps you to have a savorier taste, which kind of like suppresses your hunger, or actually just makes you not feel as hungry when you have it. And so you can lose a lot of weight by drinking a lot more teas, especially the green teas. And there's a proper way to prepare it, which we teach you all in our Tea of the Month class, club and party that we have every single month.
You said a word there I wasn't quite familiar with. Can you elaborate on this? Umami.
Yeah, so umami is from the L-theanine. It's kind of like the savory taste that you get, especially from a lot of Japanese green tea. They produce a lot of umami in their tea, the way they produce it, but you get it because of the L-theanine amino acid that how they produce it creates more umami in the green tea, especially Japanese green tea. And that has like a very savory, like very like savory green, um, rich flavor to it that when you drink it, there's no mistaking that you're having high quality green tea. But a lot of people, they don't taste that umami from their teas. It's because they prepare the teas all wrong. Most people, they don't know better. No one's taught them, but they usually burn their tea. They totally kill it, especially the green tea, because you're not supposed to pour boiling water over your green tea. You're supposed to use about 175-degree temperature if you want to get the umami and all the health benefits out of the tea. So
Now that right there. Okay, listeners. 170 degrees, not boiling water. Do not pour your boiling water over your green tea. Listen to James here. And
Well, 175 ideally, 175 ideally.
175 for the best green tea experience you can have. You will not overcook your tea.
Exactly. And you'll notice right away, with the teas that you have, even with the teas that you have, if it's loose leaf, bag teas, they're a different story. Like I said, that's the worst quality that you can have. But if you have premium loose leaf tea now that you're drinking, then prepare it with 175-degree temperature, and you'll notice, and only steep it for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes max, and you will notice a significant difference in the quality of the taste and in the benefits that you receive versus like putting boiling water or oversteeping it. It'll be night and day. So try that.
I've definitely noticed that with my own tea. And that's when I first started drinking green tea. I poured boiling water over it, and I was like, oh, this stuff is so bitter. I don't know why anybody likes this. And I had a
Exactly.
friend
And that's
say,
why.
no, 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 wait, take it off the boil, let it sit for a little bit so that it cools down just a little, and then pour it on and see if that makes a difference. And sure enough, I was like, oh, I like green tea now.
Exactly. And it's not people's fault, especially here in the US. Most people are not, taught that. No one tells them, and the establishments like Starbucks and all these other places, they don't, they basically disrespect tea. I mean, you go to even if their tea quality is a good quality, that they're using, they don't prepare it right. They put boiling water, and people think that, like, what you experience is like, you think that, oh, green tea is bitter, it's not that good. That's why they have to put sugar and milk and stuff, all these other things. It's because no one's ever prepared their tea perfectly for them, or told them that they shouldn't put boiling water in their green tea, until someone does. And that's what we're helping, with this and so many other great tea tips and, little things here and there that we help people through our tea of the month parties that we have every single month as a subscriber, to be able to help them have a better life and a more fulfilling and happier and more brighter tea time experience in their life as well.
Now, with your club, not only are you setting up these events, but you're also teaching like tea meditations, correct?
Well, yeah, in our tea party, we call it our tea tasting, tea meditation, tea review, tea food pairing, and more tea party. So we throw it all in and to give you the full experience. And yeah, if you don't know how to meditate, we'll teach you some techniques, just to be able to get you ready for tea time. Because ideally, before you have tea time, you want to be in a really great place, in your mind and in your heart. You want to still your heart. And you can do that through meditation. You can just sit, even if it's just for a few minutes, stilling your thoughts and your mind to find peace before you do the tea, before you prepare your tea, will allow you to bring that peace into your tea time, into your tea practice, and then throughout the rest of your day. So that's why we practice, and that's why we do meditation before tea time, ideally.
So this sounds almost like not only are you getting the health benefits of the tea, but you're also incorporating a mindfulness practice that then allows someone to de-stress as well.
It's a whole package. It's the whole holistic package deal, just like what you're doing, for your clients, and helping them become more whole, with everything that they need and they want in their life. We do that as well with them. Yes, and, like, great tea is one thing. That's just, so having the great tea from sourced from a different, from a nice place. That's just one part of the whole tea experience. But having the right mindset and being able to put yourself, having that tea meditation, to preparing that tea time, perfect cup of tea, and preparing the perfect cup of tea and knowing how to do it. Well, that's what we show. That's our, what we call the enlightening tea experience, that we help our VIPs and our customers through this journey. We don't just sell you the tea. As soon, when you get the tea, that's just your ticket into this enlightening tea world that we guide you through, and we connect you to other VIPs and and invite you to our the VIP members only groups, and also our tea parties, so that you can have that full experience as well.
So you're not just teaching people about tea, you're creating community here.
Absolutely. Online community. What's great is that, our community is all over the country, right, in the US right now, not international, but definitely anywhere you are in the US, we can connect with you, because it's, our tea parties are virtual. We'll send you the teas as part of the tea of the month. And once you receive the teas, then we have the tea party and we guide you through hands-on. We make sure that you actually prepare the perfect cup of tea, and we'll go through it with you in our tea party. So it's not going to be you listening to a class and just not doing, but we're actually going to help you go through the process and meditate with you, and hold your hand and guide you through this process until you have your own tea time practice down, you can do on your own.
Now, is this just for folks in the US? I know I've got a few listeners in Britain as well, and they've got pretty big tea culture over there. How do you mesh with international customers?
Well, our tea, when there was just like, it was funny that you say that, because there was someone on one of my TikTok followers. She wanted to join this tea this to our join our tea party, and she's like, she wants to try. She's from Holland, so she's gonna have to like figure out the time zone. So if they can do it, if they can meet our time zone, then we'll walk. They're welcome to join us and attend. So yeah, we're open to anybody around the world if they can meet our time zone. But right now, so far, it's the people in the US, because we do it on Sunday at 2 p.m. So that's afternoon tea for us, afternoon tea time. So that's the perfect time for us US based customers and tea drinkers.
Gotcha. Now, you were telling me a little bit about how you teach people to get their black belt in tea. How do you go about that?
Yeah, so that's that. We have a program called the Black Belt Tea Program, or Tea Club, and that's really just an awesome, fun way. Once you become our VIP members, you're automatically enrolled into the Black Belt Tea Program. And every time you have our teas, you sample it, you have your experience, you share your experience. We do food pairing also, so you do food pairings with the teas, then you qualify towards a different belt level. So we have like 11 different belt levels: white, yellow, green, and that correspond to like the type of teas you're drinking, right? And once you complete all those different levels, then you can achieve your black belt tea level, first degree. So it's a really cool way for you to like jump into the world and learn. There's so much to learn, right? I'm still learning. I've been doing this for over 13 years, and there's so much still more for me to learn, and which is very exciting. That's the exciting, because you can never stop learning. Being a master means that you never stop learning, your craft in your trade, and you're always learning to perfect it, and to progress. It's not about perfection, it's about progression towards the ultimate level of tea enlightenment for us, and tea meditation, and just tea experience overall.
What are your 3 favorite teas, James?
Oh my gosh, that's like asking me what are my 3 favorite children in life. Yeah, I love all my children like equally, unconditionally. Okay, but okay, but to be, to give you the answer that you're looking for, it depends on where I'm at in my mind and what I'm looking for. And so in the morning, I typically want to get drink a black tea, something stronger caffeine level, to kind of wake me up, pick me up, and get me going. So it's like it's a little bit more energy boost. So I'll go for my Dragon Dance Master tea, which is like a tea that has 30 black tea leaves rolled up into one ball. So that really packs a powerful punch, right? Or I'll, if I really need another really good boost, then I'll try my Grandmaster Pu'er tea, which is black. It's a dark tea, Pu'er, and it's very strong but very powerful, punch as well. in the afternoon, start to get tired, I'll want a little pick me up, a little alertness, to kind of make me more alert, but at the same time, not too much like black tea. So I'll have one of my green teas. One of my best green teas is the Yokuru, which is the father of all green tea, Japanese green tea. And that is a very refined and very like lots of umami that we talked about. That will energize you and keep you alert, and it's so healthy for you, and it tastes delicious. It's not gonna even and when you drink that, you'll feel, if you were hungry and you drink that and you pair it with like a little treat, like a little cracker or some nuts, you won't be hungry. You might even skip your lunch. In fact, I have a EnlighTea, I call it my EnlighTea Wellness Health Diet Program, where I've been doing for the past few months now. And I basically skip a meal and replace it with tea food pairing. So I'll replace it with my afternoon tea, and also some tea pairing snacks. And then I'm not hungry, but then I'll get really hungry for dinner, and I'll have a big meal for dinner, but still I'm skipping a meal. So it's reducing my calorie intake, and I'm putting something healthier in my body. And I've lost like 2-3 pounds every month so far. So, and my doctor's telling me that my cholesterol level way back, 6 months ago, I used to, when the pandemic happened, I started eating a lot more, not exercising like all of us, at home. And so you're not getting as much exercise, and we're maybe eating more. So now that I've been on this EnlighTea diet, I've been able to reduce and drop my weight 2-3 pounds and feel great, because I'm putting healthier things in my body every single day, and I'm reducing the intake of all the, one meal.
Fantastic. I'm going to switch things up a little bit here and ask you the question I ask all my guests. And that is, what does Foxy and being Foxy mean to you, James?
For me, Foxy means that me or you, you love your life. You appreciate everything in your life. You love and appreciate what you got going on now, not what you had before, not what you're going to have in the future, but looking around at your life and saying, wow, I have a great life. I love my life. And, and I'm eager for more, and, you're not just, yes, you're satisfied, you're fulfilled, but you still can have more, and you're going to get more, because you're going to attract more based on that attitude. So, if you want more money, appreciate and love what you have now, where you're getting your income. And, if you have kids, appreciate and love your kids. That sounds obvious, but, every single day, appreciate everything in your life. And for me, we're able to do that through our tea time, and that's what we do, the meditation. Part of it, we do the tea time meditation, and after we do our tea time, then I do what I love and appreciate. And actually, we go over like, setting your mind right before our meditation and right before our tea time, to be able to say, I love and appreciate, and putting ourselves in that mindset. And so Foxy means that, you do say, you love yourself, and you love, everything about your life, and you appreciate that. And then you go find out how to make it even better. Then you go and, get the acupuncture, you get you get a massage, you treat yourself, and you take care of yourself. That is very Foxy. Someone that takes care of themselves, that's very Foxy.
Who are the Foxy people in your world at the moment?
Oh, the Foxy people. Okay, myself included. But myself, my kids, my wife, they're all Foxy, because they love the fact that they love and appreciate me, and they love and appreciate tea time with me, and having tea with me, and and they appreciate me in their life. So they're Foxy when they love and appreciate me. And of course, my VIPs, customers, they're all Foxy too, because they're so excited to learn about tea. And they're open, and they're happy when they come to our tea parties, and and then they're posting on our tea members only group, like the teas that they're drinking and how excited they are, and what they're, so that for me is Foxy, because I'm like, oh wow, you're really you're really implementing this in your life, and you're making a difference in your life. And that's totally Foxy.
Now, I'm guessing there was probably a point in your life sometime where you didn't feel quite so foxy. What do you do to regain or recoup that foxiness?
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely my life wasn't always this great and fun and happy and foxy. Uh, but what I learned is, in once you get in a slump, it's hard, you're down. It's hard to kind of like pull yourself out, and you can get in a rut. And for me, it was like playing poker and then going out late night because worrying about the money, and like, and then trying to make ends meet for the family, and being depressed like that. So for me, what got me out was just every day, I do what we call AID, which is appreciation, intention, and delegation. Every day I write down what I appreciate in my life, what I love and appreciate. So I write that down. And I did it right before I came here. So that's why my energy is so high right now. I'm like, oh, I got to do my AID. But then after I write down what I love and appreciate, then I write down the intentions that I want for myself in my life. So I intend to be loving, light-filled, luxurious, happy, healthy, fun, a blessing to others. So I write down my intentions, and whatever you write down your intention, that's what's going to guide you. That's like your GPS for the rest of your day, that guides you throughout the day. Okay. So when things happen, you can kind of like, oh, remember what your intentions are for yourself and for your life, right? And then delegation is like, I start off by saying I am thinking in advance, and then I say God, but you can say source, universe, divine, whoever is your greater power, right? That you can draw upon, right? Or your angels in heaven, people that pass away that you care about, that are in heaven looking over you. So I say, I ask them for assistance with, and then I write down all the things that I want help with in my life. Like, for me, it's opening up tea cafes, or like, sharing love, light, and luxury to millions of people, or something simple like just having a great, wonderful, enlightening tea experience in my meditation. So I delegate that to my universal team, right? And they can do that because we can't do it all ourselves. And when you do that and you say, or something better, right? So you're not attached to that delegation. You let the universe, the higher power, help you, and so you don't have to worry about it. It's going to happen if if you believe in your universal power, right? And so you just let that go, and then you'll see it manifest in your life, and soon your life will start to, if you do that every day, you start to pull yourself out of the funk and out of the depression and out of all these bad emotional negative mindsets, and become more positive, more loving, and more appreciative in your life for everything that's going on in your life right now.
Wow. That right there is one valuable practice. How can people find out more about you and your program, James?
Awesome question. They can go to our website at www.enlightea, that's EnlighTea.com. It's right here, enlighttea.com. And then if they use code Foxy, get Foxy 2021. So I created a code for you, Terry, called Get Foxy 2021. If they use that code, they can receive your discount, which is a 10% discount on any of our products and our teas, and especially our subscription, which is what we recommend, because then you really, you commit to being part of this world, commit to a better life for yourself, commit to a healthier, happier life for yourself. So commit with the subscription and use Get Foxy 2021 at enlightea.com, /shop -now if you want to go specifically to the e-commerce, or just go to enlightea.com and then hit shop now when you get to the website, and they'll take you to the page, and then you'll see the subscription. And that's really the best way to connect with us, because then you'll get a personal invite to our tea parties and to our VIP Tea of the Month club and group that we have on Facebook, if you're on Facebook. But you'll start to get messages from me personally to you, and also we bring you into our world, and you'll go through the process, and we'll send you those teas every single month that you're going to be reviewing with us and going through and learning about how to have more enlightening tea experiences in your life.
That's brilliant. And James, that is super generous. Thank you so much. And listeners, I will have links to all of this in the show notes, and I will have a link to EnlighTea on the Get Foxy Show homepage. So you'll be able to just click that. And yes, use that discount code GetFoxy2021 for that 10% off. And you will experience some amazing teas. James, thank you so much for taking the time today. I know you are just rocking and rolling, but you are bringing life and light into the world, and I so appreciate you, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you very much for inviting me, and thank you to your audience for listening. Okay.